Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brittany Brody, and I am the Disney Princess of Denver Drag and the rock star of rubber. This is episode number 2 of Drag Me to Denver, a series in which we get to know some of the fierce and fabulous drag artists that make up the Denver community. But before we get started, drop a comment below, hit that like button, subscribe, and click that bell to be notified for when new episodes go live on my channel. Today I am joined by the one and only Phyllis Hall.
Hi, Brittany. Thank you so much for having me today.
Welcome to the channel, Phyllis.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me.
To begin with, how would you, in your own words, describe your style of drag?
I'd like to say that I do a strong mixture of camp and glamour, but then also have a very strong influence of Taylor Swift within my appearance.
So, starting at the beginning of your journey and moving forward, you used to go by Phyllis Honeybun. Tell me how that started and how that evolved into Phyllis Hall. You laughing, but we did our research on this fucking show.
So where that started from was I saw this one post and it on Facebook, I want to say in 2018, and it said your drag name is your mom's name.
Okay.
And the last dessert you ate. And at the time, it was Phyllis Honeybun. And then come about a year ago, before I started doing drag, I was, trying to figure out what I wanted to do for a name. And thought it was a really funny pun, but didn't want to get caught with a lawsuit. So here we are, Phyllis Hall.
A lawsuit? Is there a Phyllis Honeybun that's going to, sue you?
I wasn't trying to get in trouble with the Honeybun Company.
The Honeybun Company. The Little Debbies are coming for you.
Someone should.
Okay, so you started doing drag, and then you did So You Think You Can Drag, and during So You Think You Can Drag, you gave out friendship bracelets that said, vote for the Hall. Where did this all come about? What is the genesis of the friendship bracelets?
So this actually also dates back to Taylor, where in one of her songs off of her album Midnight's titled You're on Your Own, Kid, there's a line in there that says, make the friendship bracelets, take the moment and taste it.
Oh,
and
that's good.
That was the song that I actually did for my finale. But the reason that I had also thought about that was Taylor's fan club has actually asked fans to bring friendship bracelets that they've made to the concerts to trade with everybody else that's there.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, this is a way to make my own spin on this, and add it out, hand them away, and yeah.
Well, it definitely worked because you got some of them votes. I voted for you because of those friendship bracelets. You've mentioned Taylor Swift a few times, so how has Taylor Swift influenced your style of drag?
I would say primarily just within appearance. She is a very tall white woman. I am a very tall white man. Kind of writes itself right there. But, I think honestly for myself, I would have to say that I think I look good with the dirty blonde hair. My face just naturally kind of looks like this. So
you wake up and
I wake up
you're just
every day.
You're just on Taylor time all the time.
All the time.
What time is it? Oh, it's Taylor time. We are going to play a game, and in this game, we are going to take a look at the top 5 most listened to songs on Spotify by Taylor Swift. I've taken the top 5 of those songs, and I want you to guess which songs those top 5 stream songs are, and what placement in this blind ranking you think that those songs are at.
Okay.
Some of it's a little surprising as to what goes where.
I'd say probably number 1 is actually Blank Space. 2.
Number 1 is Blank Space. She knows her Taylor.
Number 2. We'll just go with the classic. We'll say You Belong With Me or Love Story.
Neither are
Neither
on the
of
list.
them. What?
None.
I guess would
no Bad Blood either. I'll give you that.
Blood. Okay,
I'm a bad blood bitch.
You would be. You would be.
Fuck you, Phyllis Hall.
Well, I would have to go with one of my all-time favorites, though, and I don't know where on the ranking that this is, but I know with how popular it's become the last few years, I would have to say Cruel Summer is up on that list as well.
Cruel Summer is number 2.
Okay.
So you have 3 more spots.
3 more. Antihero, I feel, might be up on that list.
It is, but where is it?
Number 4?
No.
Number 3.
Number 3,
Okay.
Anti-Hero.
Okay. And then
2 more.
2 more.
You may have
Shake
named
It Off, I did say.
Shake It Off is on the list. Where is it? Is it 4 or 5?
We'll say number 5.
It is number 5.
Okay.
So what's number 4?
Number 4. We Are Never Getting Back Together?
Not on the list.
Oh. This is hard. Because, I know everything, but I couldn't tell you. Oh.
I believe in you.
Is it newer or older? Older?
I would say it's newer. Focus your Jedi mind powers on this Spotify game.
The summer songs.
It's a newer song, not the newest album, but a little before then.
A little before then?
Yes.
Would it be Cardigan?
No.
No. I'm really drawing a blank. I've got 18 different answers that I know aren't right.
It's Lover.
Oh.
It's Lover at number 4. It's not the newest song, but it's not
it's been
the
around for a
oldest
minute.
song.
But it's of the newer Taylor, yeah.
Yes. So our next game is called Taylor Trivia.
Okay.
So I looked up a few of the hardest Taylor Swift trivia questions that I could find.
Okay.
And we're going to see what you can do.
All right.
Look what I made you do.
Oh!
Look at that. So I said earlier that I'm a bad blood bitch, and you said I would be. So question number 1, what female pop star is the song Bad Blood allegedly about?
Well, it's allegedly about Katy Perry, of course.
That is correct. I didn't know a lot of these before I had to Google these. So question number 2, what is Taylor Swift's middle name?
Allison.
That is correct. Wow, 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
All right, are you redeeming yourself from our Spotify game?
I really am.
Okay, question number 3. What is Taylor Swift's lucky number?
13.
That is correct. And apparently works with 13 Management?
Yes, that's her management team.
So that's where that number comes from.
Yep.
Fantastic. In the 2019 flop movie Cats, what was the name of the Jellicle cat that Taylor Swift played?
Was she Bomberina?
Yes. Damn.
I actually didn't even see that. I knew it was that bad.
So our next question is, what is Taylor Swift's zodiac sign?
She's a Sagittarius.
That is also correct. You are 5 for 5. So bonus round?
Bonus round?
Phyllis Hall, double or nothing. Bonus round.
Nothing. Alrighty, let's go.
Okay. So Taylor Swift has done multiple commercials and paid partnerships. Taylor Swift did a partnership with a soda company and a bank. What was the soda company and what was the bank?
The soda company was Diet Coke, particularly.
That is correct.
And the bank? Oh.
Taylor Swift apparently did multiple commercials for this bank.
Okay. I want to. Oh, Capital One.
It is Capital One. Oh my God. Okay. Phyllis Hall, you are the biggest Taylor Swift fan I have ever met. You just knocked that quiz out of the bank. Forget that Spotify thing. Should we just edit that out?
We'll just edit it out.
Because you were on fire. So my next question for you. I heard a little rumor. I have to reach over to my little thing of props here. Phyllis Hall died. If you can't see this, we're going to put a picture up on the screen. But it says, may she rest in penis. Tell me about this. Am I speaking to... Have you been a ghost this whole time? Are you sixth-sensing me right now?
Surprise!
Oh my God.
No, for the last cycle at Hamburger Mary's for So You Think You Can Drag, this last June was All-Stars themed. So all the previous winners came back, and one of the week's theme was Local Entertainer Impersonation Week.
Okay.
And one of my co-competitors, who's a very close friend of mine, Jock Strap, actually had asked if it was okay to do me as their impersonation for who they
Okay.
wanted to impersonate. So we had gotten together, created a new mix, combining a little bit of Taylor and one of my
Of
most
course.
iconic numbers, the good old Bible mix,
The Holly Bible.
the Holy Bible,
The Holly Bible. The Bible.
Bible.
The Michael Bible.
Ooh. But yeah, so that's where that came from. And so it was
Okay.
Jacques' idea to, because the beginning Taylor song was Look What You Made Me Do. And we cut it off at Because She's Dead. And then Jacques started handing out obituaries because Phyllis died. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you're still alive and here with us today to be a part of this interview. I know we've talked a lot about Taylor Swift during this episode.
Mhm.
One final Taylor Swift question. What is your favorite era?
I would have to say personally, I think everybody knows this about me. Speak Now is always going to have a special place in my heart.
Okay.
The album in and of itself actually is probably the most meaningful conceptually.
It's more like country Taylor Swift.
It really
too.
was. It
Was that the Mean album?
Yes.
You're
Yes.
conceptually.
Conceptually.
Moving on a little bit from Taylor Swift. As always, Disney is a huge part of me, so we have to ask you a question about Disney.
Of course.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
Ooh. I would have to honestly say probably Beauty and the Beast, the original.
Okay. It was the early Disney Renaissance, nominated
Right.
for Best Picture at the Academy Awards. Something that very few animated films get to do.
Mm-hmm.
Good pick. Solid pick. How do you feel about the Christmas movie?
Christmas movie.
The Belle's Enchanted Christmas
Oh.
with like Tim Curry's like the organ. Like, oh, now we've gone off on a tangent.
I don't know. I remember all the straight to DVD Aladdin movies, or
The third one is kind of
the
a bomb.
third one. It was
Not
so
gonna-
good.
King of Thieves.
Mhm.
Word.
Or the Cinderella sequels.
The Twist in Time.
Yep.
See, I
watched
know-
that
I
the
know
other
my
day.
shit.
I just
Okay.
watched that the other day.
So we know that you've done your research when it comes to Taylor Swift.
Mhm.
You aced that quiz. I've also done some research when it comes to you in preparation for this interview. So my first question for you is, I went through your entire social media history. Some people call that stalking. I call that journalism. In 2018, even before you did drag, you went to London
Yes.
and you went to go see Wicked
Yes.
live. How was this trip? How was the experiencing Wicked? What's going on with all that?
So back in 2018, I was a senior in high school and a part of the national All-American cheer team. And so I had gone out with the team to perform in the New Year's Day parade that they they televise internationally out in London.
So it was like a school trip.
No, I went with the team, not with the school.
Okay.
The All-American varsity team. And so we went out there. While we were out there, we did a bunch of tours of places. I went to Buckingham Palace, got to see Wicked, which is my favorite musical. I did get to see that live for the first time out there, so that was really special. And yeah, went out to Windsor Castle. It was a wonderful time.
That is so cool. I've never been to Europe or England, but that is definitely on one of my bucket lists.
I would recommend making sure you know where the good food is. It is definitely
Okay.
English food is quite
I
interesting.
hear the continental breakfast is very different over
Baked
there.
baked beans at breakfast.
Who does that?
The British.
My final question to you is, on July 19th, 2023, was your very first Instagram post as Phyllis Hall. So we are coming up on 1 year
1 year.
since that first Instagram post. How have you grown? How have you changed? And what's next for Phyllis Hall?
I really want to say that the biggest way that I've grown is, of course, everybody gets confidence. Everybody learns those makeup skills and all that. But I would say definitely my makeup has largely improved, and just the comfortability on stage. I've had, I'm sure, as you learned with all of your journalism experience, research, that I do have a very extensive theater background for about 20 years. And so, I've already had some of that already, but then just, finding my own skin within this new art form as opposed to just taking on a different character. It's the same character every time. And so, yeah, I'd say that's probably one of the biggest ways, that I've grown is just the comfortability of who I am as a person inside of my art form and outside.
Yes, and that's so cool to see as you watch and grow and evolve, whether it's in drag or drag enhancing yourself to just be a better person at the end of the day. Well, Phyllis Hull, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming onto my channel. I do appreciate it. And
thank you so much for having me, Brittany. I really do appreciate it.
of course. And once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, click that bell to stay notified for new updates, drop a comment below. I'm Britney Brody. This has been episode number 2 of Drag Me to Denver. Thanks again. Have a great day.
Bye. Yeah.